What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now I've already started with what I'm doing today, and I thought, let me see, this might work, and then I can just as well make a video about it and show you guys what I'm doing. Now hopefully this is interesting to some of you guys, and it's something that you can do. Now once again, just a disclaimer, this is not a problem solving thing that I'm going to do. It's just to prolong the rideability of the component that we're restoring. You'll always have to replace it when it's at this point. But just for this video and just for the sake of it, we're going to try to restore a rotor on this little Scott Aspect little mountain bike. We're replacing the mountain bike's brake pads, but obviously money at the moment is an issue, so we're just going to see if we can restore the little rotor on it. And I'm going to show you guys what I use. It's going to look a bit dramatic what I'm using, but it might just work. And let's see, I'll show you guys what we need to remove on that rotor and why we need to remove it, and then the process after that when we've installed the new brake pads, the bedding process and all those things on the brake pads. And if you guys enjoy videos like this and you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on anything else we do. Scroll down through all the videos, see what we do. I'm not going to explain everything at this moment, but to all the OGs, welcome back. Alright, so I've tried to get the GoPro to focus on the shiny parts on this rotor. Just doesn't want to happen, so I'm going to explain to you guys what's going on here. Now there's many different reasons why your brakes can make a squealing sound when you pull them. They can be wet, they can be dirty, or they can just be finished, where in this case the brakes are completely done, the brake pads and then the rotor. Now on the rotor itself you can see a lot of grooves and thin little lines on this rotor rotating all around, meaning brake pads were finished and they actually use the brakes metal on metal, which is not the best thing, because now you've worn out your rotor and obviously the brake pads are finished. And if you replace your brake pads early enough, then you might prevent this for quite a while. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try to remove all these grooves on the rotor itself and see if we can get this rotor from working. I won't say 100%, like I said, you will have to replace this at a point, but just to prolong the rideability of this. So we're going to see if we can get all these grooves out, and then we're going to put in new brake pads and we're going to see if it works. If it doesn't work, then we'll have to replace it, but maybe this can just save you a couple of bucks, and who knows, just get you riding a bit more, longer. Now what I'm going to use is, and I know this is quite dramatic for the purpose of what we're going to do, I've got this little mouth sander, or what you want to call it, and it's got a 120 grit sanding paper on there. Now I've in the past just used a small piece of sanding paper and then you just roughen up that little rotor and it works just a little bit. But I'm going to see if I use this sander and I make the surface completely flat again. I take out all the little grooves and I really do put some effort into this and see if I can make it work. And we're going to use this mouth sander. What I've done is I've already taken the rotor off the wheel. As you can see, I've taken some disc brake cleaner. In this case I've used the disc brake cleaner from Worth with just some paper towel, and I've cleaned the rotor. Now I'm going to take this little mouth sander, I'm going to sand it, see if I can get all those grooves away, and then we'll test it. Just make sure that you don't get it too hot, or just that you put it onto a flat surface so you don't bend it while sanding it. You can do this by hand. I just prefer to use this. I think it's going to be a lot quicker. So let's see. I hope it works.
In my head aren't shining no more. I don't know if we can do this anymore. If there is a sun that we'll if there is a way I will never stay, never stay.
Alright guys, now I've done videos where I explain how I bed brakes and what the reason for bedding brake blocks are. Now what I usually do is you just grab the brake, leave a bit, put it softly, turn the crank a little bit so the wheel turns and the brake, there's continuous braking on that little brake block and the new rotor or refurbished rotor, and so they find each other and then they just brake a little bit better. Now what I've done is I could turn the wheels super slow, and when I pull the brake there was a squealing noise. Now what I'm going to do now is, there's a lot of unnecessary sounds and creaks on this bike, so yes, the bike needs a bit of a service, but I'm just going to crank the wheel a bit, get the wheel up to speed. I'm going to pull the brake and we're going to see if the brake is quiet. So let's see what goes on here. Alright, let's test it. Up to speed, and it's nice and quiet. And like I said, this doesn't always work, and this is not a permanent fix for the problem that you have. You will have to replace that rotor at one point, and obviously the brake pads is a must, but this just keeps you going for a little bit more, saves you a bit of money until you can afford to put on a new one, or you can just continue doing this until you really have to replace the rotor. Now guys, I'm not going to do any motivation, but what I did is we went fishing, some bass fishing, and I'm not the best videographer when it comes to those things, but we finally got a cool way to take these videos. And next time I'll be putting on my chest strap for the GoPro, and as soon as you get something on the line or you get a fish, then we can just press record real quick, and then we can get all the action on camera. What happened was I took the little GoPro with the tripod, and every time I've got something on the line, then I tried to put on the GoPro real quick and it just didn't work. So, but here is a bit of beautiful footage of where we were, the sky, and just how peaceful it was. So I want to encourage you guys to enjoy this, take it in, and find something that will keep you calm and that you can do to get your mind off of things, especially when you've got a hectic week or you've got a stressful job. Do something to get you to a point where you can relax and forget about all the troubles in your life. Now guys, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers. Alright guys, so we're leaving, we're going to another spot. It's actually, there's only 2 or 3 catches for the day, so there's nothing really, but we'll see. We're enjoying it. It's a lot of fun to be out in the nature, but it will definitely be better if we catch some fish. So the spot, it's super hot, didn't find anything, so we're just going to the next spot. Wish us luck. And there we've got a big one, hopefully. On Daddy! Well, it's not massive, but it's something. Now we continue. And we've caught one. I caught one there, catching a lot. This is my first big-ish one. So yeah, let's try another one. Well, I'm not catching a lot of fish, but I am enjoying it. Just look at this view. Now, I always say, take some time, relax, just get away from everything. And I must say, even though I'm not catching a lot of fish, this has got me relaxing. You guys really need to do this. Well, if it's not this, just something that makes you relax and enjoy the time. Look at the sun going down there, all the trees. Just a beautiful, beautiful image. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but even the bird screaming echoes, and the camera doesn't show it, but the sky is like a pink, red, blue color at the moment. Very nice. The moon's out already right there, so I think we need to be getting our things packed up and start going home maybe. But yeah, it's just so peaceful and quiet. We haven't caught anything further, and the other guys have caught a few. I only caught that one nice one and then a few small ones, but I'm literally doing just for the relaxation of it.